Hello, my name is Marie Lassborn and one of the co-founders at Yanzi Networks. We have built a platform a horizontal platform for the Internet of Things, including both the sensors and the IoT network as well as cloud. And we had a great example presentation here for Pythagoras showing a couple of use cases this can be used for. We have a horizontal platform, but we focus on smart buildings and more specifically the facility management market. We have last year in 2015 worked with a couple of bigger clients where we deployed proof of concepts and pilots where we after 3 months period evaluated what can we actually get from the sensors and what data and how can we use it. This year we have mostly spent on actually bringing these pilots into production. So there are a number of big buildings where we installed a couple of 100 sensors that are continuously collecting data samples every day from these big partners, which the facility management companies are then using to improve or offer improved services to their clients and be more efficient in terms of time and quality. And so I'm going to go into a little bit more about the use cases soon. What Yanzi does is what we have focused on is three things. First, we want to use the best technologies, and it's not that we have built all the technologies ourselves. It's that we take the best technologies available on the market, just to keep to standards, keep all IP, make the capacity of the networks to improve and the scalability to be there. What our second focus has been to build a system which is super easy to both install and maintain. And this is important to keep costs down and also make it possible to retrofit sensors in existing buildings. We, together with Intel and a couple of other partners, installed more than 1,000 sensors in Tyrin's headquarters down in Södermalm here about a year ago, where we in 4 hours could deploy all these sensors. And from the time when we actually install the sensor, it will also send data up to the cloud, so the data is available right away. The third thing that is very important for us and that we brought into the product is the security. We have an automatic way of encrypting the data coming from each sensor. So each sensor has an enterprise encryption model with an individual encryption key in each of them. And this happens just by scanning the QR code on the sensor as you install it. Then the system is connected that way, so the gateway will talk to the sensor and set up all this automatically. So the use cases that we are working with specifically, most common, most popular is the space utilization. How you can measure how the workspace is actually used, which conference rooms are used, which chairs are more popular than others, or if you as the tenant in the building wants to understand how your employees actually utilize the office space. The other second most popular is one in the right down corner there with comfort and energy. We have customers that installed sensors to measure CO2, temperature, humidity, ambient noise, ambient light to actually try to improve the quality of the workers who is working in this environment. So it's a comfortability measurement that how can we improve the work environment by using sensors and getting feedback from the sensors. We also have a couple of other use cases, which is footfall counting, snow meter, and predictive maintenance, which you can do with measuring energy from certain appliances. I see my time is running out, I think. Together with Intel, we've been partner for a couple of years, and we use Intel technology, of course, in the cloud service, but also on the site, on the premises, in the gateway specifically. We use these rack servers, which are a rack gateway which can manage more than 5,000 sensors. So if you have a huge building, you can put one of these in your basement, and then you roll out access points for the wireless sensor network in the different floors, and you can connect as many sensors as you want. We also have, together with Intel, developed a new low-end gateway, which manage about 500 sensors, but still a lot, but it's powerful thanks to the Intel Atom. So also on site, we then have the sensor, and a couple of examples here on the sensors that we use and today have on the market are one we call Yanzi Motion Plus, which is including air quality and ambient noise, ambient light, acceleration, but also measuring motion or presence in the area. It's usually the combination that is interesting to know what's the air quality when people are actually using the conference room. We also have made a sensor which is more optimized for space utilization, which we call presence. That is lower cost due to its more simple sensor, just measuring motion and temperature. As well as we have a comfort sensor that is focusing on the climate, CO2 values, VOC, which can be bad smells in conference rooms or in areas, and pressure and ambient noise. And so, okay, thank you.